do it. Hopefully. Okay. This is looking a little crazy, just a little bit. Um, that will do. Something like that. Put that over there. Oh boy. Alright. Hi guys. Let me just set up chat. I am streaming way later than I normally do. I have been dragging my tail today. I've done nothing. Hi Mandy. Well, I'm not gonna say I've done nothing. I've been doing some stuff. Hey, you over there. Go. I've been doing some things, but for the most part, I've been dragging my tail today doing nothing. Hi Christina. Okay. So let me just okay. So I have been trying to get things together as far as my Ko-fi goes. And so I've been trying to get my printer working. And so I bought some new ink. I put the ink in there. We are lopsided. Okay. I got some new ink and put some ink in there. Did a test print and this is what it came out like. So I was like, this is wrong. I mean, although this is cute, I do like this one. Um, totally wrong. And colors are totally off. Let me show you the original. What it's supposed to look like. Because, you know, gotta love when things don't work the way they're supposed to. This is what it's supposed to look like. Hi, Taylor. So, I know Taylor would love this version. This is what it's supposed to look like. Which means my printer is not printing blue. So I did a check. And sure enough, even though it's full, the printer is not working. I mean, the blue is not working. It's not printing. Hi, Lori. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to do a power clean, wash everything out. It'll be fine. Go to do a power clean, and it's like, oh, you need a new maintenance box. So I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me that when you told me that I was low on ink? You should have told me I needed a new maintenance box as well, because I would have placed it in the same order. So me and my printer have been kind of going back and forth with each other today. So I ordered a new maintenance box, and that's going to be here tomorrow. So we won't know what the prints will look like until tomorrow. I'm also going to be picking up the ones from Walgreens tomorrow. Since I have to go to work and do work stuff. Well, not go to work, but I have to go up to my job and do work things. So I'm going to be doing that. So I'll just pick them up on the way back. Yeah. But I did make 4 new trading cards. Since I'm going to be trying to, hi Kim, do trading cards in my Ko-fi shop, trading card packs. So I did another one of Bo. This is another summer 2025 summer festival one. And Miso eating a popsicle, which is another summer 2025 festival. And then I did one with their parents. So you have little Bo with her dad, and that's little Bo. She's tiny there. And then you have Miso with his grandpa. which, you know, at the moment, that's all he has. So I thought I would color some of these today because that printer kind of annoyed me. So we're going to do some coloring with these. Um, who was that who asked? Mandy asked me, where did I learn to draw myself? I taught myself. I use some things from, you know, reference. Like if I have trouble with a pose or something, I'll pull up a reference. Um, but I'm finding that I'm having a harder time learning the references than just pulling it from my head, which is odd, I think. But hey, it is what it is. I'm learning, so as long as I'm learning, I don't really care where it comes from, but mainly myself. So we have these four. I want to add a background to this one, probably some squares or something since I did circles for this one. And then these two I'll just leave. I don't know what color I want her dad to be, so we probably won't get to this one today. Um, but his grandpa, I'm leaning towards white. I was going for like a off white, like a if I can find a marker in an off white, uh, I'll do that. But otherwise, he'll just be white like me. So, um, but before we jump into that, I want to give a special shout out to all of the people who donated and became members and everything else over on my Ko-fi because I reached my goal on Ko-fi where I set up a goal where people can donate and so I can get a new marker pack. And I finally reached that goal yesterday. No, day before yesterday. I don't remember. Was it yesterday? I don't know. Monday or Tuesday. Let's say that. And so I ordered a marker pack. So thanks to anyone who has bought anything from my shop, who became members, who directly donated to the Gold Fund. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We now have the brown tones pack, okay? So we got some browns, y'all. So hopefully you guys won't hear me talk about how I'm low on browns. So thanks to all of the Ko-fi donators and contributors, and I appreciate you guys so much because when you guys donate and things like that, it goes right back to the channel. So boom, we got some browns. So yay. Okay. When it comes down to references, usually turn to the wooden figure. I used to have one of those things, and that thing kind of annoyed me too. I think because it was so plain. I think if I had like one of the ones where it was like, where it's like super detailed, not super detailed, but you know, the one I had, you couldn't move the hands, you couldn't move the fingers. Um, it was like really basic, so it wasn't really helpful. So I I was like, okay, you're not helpful. So I stopped using it. Which I don't know if that was necessarily a good thing, but hey. So I don't have space in my case for these. So I do want to swatch them. I can't even show you guys the colors because they stuck a sticker over it. Let me see. I'm just gonna take the plastic off so you guys can at least see the colors. Um, that way you guys can just see them. Cause they stick the sticker is like how to take care of the nib, which is something that I really need to be paying mind to. But uh so yeah, so I found it's like a website where you can like look up pose references and stuff. It's free. I forgot the name of it. Um that's kind of helpful, but I only use it when I get stuck. For the most part, I come up with my own poses and things like that. Because like when I'm drawing, I have like a certain image in my mind, and I don't want the pose to kind of like interfere with it because it might be slightly different than what I'm looking for. So, all right, there we go. Why are we so? Can I zoom out? Okay, I feel like we're blurry or foggy or something. Anywho, like the closer I get for some reason. Okay, well, those are the colors. That's as close as I can get. Um, I don't know why we're so foggy, but anywho, like the closer I get, you guys notice that? What about if I zoom in? Hang on. There we go. Okay, well, someone should have just said zoom in, Jazz. All right. Yeah, you can if you want, Christina. I'll take a look at it. Anything is helpful, really. So these are the colors. They got a lot of warm ones, and then it goes into the cool browns. Some nice dark ones. Some more reddish browns, and then some of those regular browns I was talking about. So those are the colors they have. I like the names too. Look at milk coffee, brown maple, brown sugar. Okay, and then we got that one over there. So you get 22 in here. Um, yeah. So they will probably live where the grays are until I get that marker storage thing, or until what you call it? Until something. I could just take out my nicety markers, but I use those, so it's like I don't know. I might have to take those out because I don't use them that much. But so I might take those out and bring in the browns and the grays. Honestly, I think that's what I'll do because and I haven't done a swatch, printed a swatch sheet for it yet, but I'll get to that. So I'm thinking of adding some squares to this, and so I better do that now. Um, we can. I mean, Dragon Spell is my project book, so I plan on completing this whole book. Uh, but we can. I'm very slow. I mean, if you don't mind me coloring extra slow, I already have a whip in here that I was working on. Um, there we go. Okay. I was working on this one on one of the streams. Haven't done anything on it. And then I started my Mythographic Madness page for Ko-fi, which I can't show you guys, but yeah. If you want, we can just pick the page. I'll let you pick because um, you're the one who wants to do the buddy color. So I'll let you pick, and that'll give me incentive just in case it's a page that I was not trying to do right away. If it is, now I have to do it. So, yeah. Hi, Nessa. It is the best mythographic book so far. I said that too. I think so too. You're gonna do the one with the dragon head that looks split? What? Okay, let me see. The dragon head that looks split. Kim? Okay, let me see if I can find it. Oh, she started 20 buddy colors today. Oh boy. Okay, let me see. We're going off of Kim's description here. What do you mean it looks split? Okay, let me see. No. Okay. Give me a minute to try to find it. You're not talking about the one where the with the claws, are you, Kim? And it looks like the page is ripped. Is that the one you're talking about? This one? We can do this one. I'm gonna need like some. Okay. All right. We can do that one. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. What is this? Oh, it's upside down. All right. So squares, and I almost have half a mind to do this one to start. Um, Let me see what kind of off white pen markers I have, if any. I have like a warm gray. Yeah, they're more of like a tone down. I mean, yeah, I could probably go with that color, maybe. Thing is, if I don't like it, I'm gonna be annoyed because I'm gonna have to go back over it with white. But we can go for it. But since I don't know. Okay, so I want to keep him in the same um, outfit as I want all of the summer festival ones to be the same. I didn't write down the colors, but I'm pretty sure it's his regular green colors. And then Bo will be in the same one as well. So this should be pretty quick. And then we're gonna give him a nice bright orange popsicle because orange is also one of his colors. So we'll do that. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing a respin. I am. I'm not doing it right this second, but I am doing it. All right, so whipping out the greens that I was using for them. So I do think I am gonna take the nicely markers out and use that. Just use this for the tooly arts. Uh-oh. Drop the marker and I better pick it up before you can get it. Hold on. Cause he will. It's almost like he can he can smell the paint in it or something. What happened with what? I'm just not spinning it at this moment if we're talking about the wheel. I'm gonna spin it before the stream's over. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm respinning the giveaway wheel because M Beans missed the deadline for contacting me, so we're gonna respin. That's all. Hi, Amy. I'm gonna have to put another coat of this because it came out a little patchy. Yeah, we're respinning the wheel, guys. We're respinning the wheel. This green is about halfway. It might be a little under half. I might be running out of this green. But the good news about these is when you run out of one, you don't have to buy a whole nother pack just to get the color you ran out of. They have them individually. Are there iridescent acrylic markers? I'm not sure. I know Toolie Art has metallic and glitter, but I don't know if they have any iridescent ones. I'm not sure. When I want something iridescent, I usually go with watercolors. I have some iridescent watercolors, but I don't know about paint markers because they're supposed to be opaque. So they are supposed to be opaque, so I'm not sure if they have it. I normally do background first, but since I know the colors of his outfit, I'm doing that first. So aside from like the special cards that are like from contests and things like that, when you guys go to, and it's not up in the shop yet, I'm definitely gonna need some time to get it together. But when you go in the shop um, to buy a pack, and I'm thinking of doing a pack of 4 or a pack of 5. I'm not sure how many I want to put in there yet. 4 seems like a good number, but we'll see. Um, you will get a chance. Anyone that you've seen me paint, um, you have a chance to pull that card in a pack when you buy it. Except for again, like the special ones, like for example, the moderator one. The only person who has that card right now is Taylor, because she's my only mod. So you won't be able to pull that one because you have to be a mod to have that one. Or I have one for like example the contest that we did. Those were only given to the people who participated in the contest that provided their address. And then, of course, the one for the winner. No one has those cards but those specific people. So you won't be able to pull those. Um, and it's only a few that you won't be able, there's requirements. So, like, for example, the moderator one went to Taylor. I thought I had another copy, but I don't. But I can make another copy. But, like, for example, um, the one for participating in the contest, you were only able to get this card if you participated in that contest. So that one's done because that contest is over. The Kofi one, this is like my version of it, but the one for following me on Kofi, and there's one for like purchasing things off Kofi. So like specific things, like when I get this print here working, um, if you purchase that, you'll get this one. But other than that, like these, for example, you have a chance to pull these um, if you buy packs. So it's kind of like real. I'm trying to make it kind of similar to real trading cards, like where you kind of just buy a pack and you don't know what you're getting, and you just have to wait and see type of thing. So for anyone that is wondering how it's going to work, so that's why I've been doing like a lot of trading cards, a lot of different packs and things like that. Been working on that, and then also been working on the prints and the coloring pages. Um, my printer's being a jerk, but we're getting them together because I don't know what the Walgreens ones are gonna look like. So until I figure that out, um, we won't count those. But I want it to be like, just like real trading cards when you go. I don't know if any of you have played like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, or they have like other trading cards too. You buy a pack, you don't know what you're getting. So, and I want to put them like in a box kind of, and I won't even know what you're getting. I'm just gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna pick four at random, and whichever ones those four that I pull, that's what you're gonna get. So it's a good way to try to collect them all, and then you can trade with other people, uh, which is also kind of my plan, to have people to trade with them. Now, I know I'm probably not going to be as big as Pokemon. That would be nice, but they have a lot of trading cards, and I do not have that many. But it would be nice to kind of have like people where they trade, or you know, if I host like certain events and you miss the event and someone has it and they want to trade it for something else that you have that they don't have, stuff like that. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Yes, you are the only one with the mod trading card. So, and you also have, for winning the contest, you're the only one with that, and you're the only um, one of the only one who has the participation one as well. But there are cards you don't have, Taylor. So if, for example, let's say, for example, like Evelyn, and I need to mail out Foxy because she just became a member. But for example, they are the only ones that has the Kofi member cards. Uh, for example, so if you have a card that they don't have and they want to trade with you, you know, and if they really want said card that you have, you can be like, well, look, um, how about I give you these two for your Kofi member card? Now, that's going to be hard to get from somebody, but, it's a good way to try to trade. I mean, or you can just become a Kofi member. But if you don't want to, but you want that card, you can trade with somebody. You can be like, okay, well, I know Foxy and Evelyn has that card. Um, Let me see if I can pull that card out of them for a special card or something. You know, I kind of want it to be kind of fun, so I'm like trying to figure out little ways to do it. And that's one of them, having special cards. So if someone, for example, didn't participate in the event, and they're like, man, look at that miso card, and it's so cool. I don't have it. How do I get it? And it's like, oh, well, I'm the only one who has it because I participated and won the event. So it's and I have some rare ones. There's I'm thinking of making, because I want to put, I have like, if you go and look at Taylor's video where she showed hers, her card has a special like holographic film over it, and I want to make some like that. And I was thinking of making these rare. They already have hollow on them, but I was thinking of putting the film over it and making those like a rare pick. And these are rare already because you have to collect both for for the image to be put together. So those are already rare. And I mean, it's a chance you can pull both in one pack, and it's a chance that, you can't. This one is not available because I need to get permission from Mongo Studio, because this is her character. If she gives me permission, um, then this will be like an ultra rare, because this has another artist's character. We did a character trait, so like we each drew one of each other's characters. So my favorite character of hers is Pepper, so I drew Pepper with Miso, because they're kind of, I feel like they're kind of similar, and I think they would be really cool friends. So I drew them together. Pepper came to visit. You could see they're on the beach where the lighthouse is, but they're on the other side. So yeah, that one is not available though. So I have to get permission. I don't want to sell anything that has anyone else's or not art. It's my art, but anyone else's character without asking. Um, but yeah. So, yeah, she got the winning card. She's the only one with it. The only way that you were able to get that card is if you won that contest with making the ATCs. So y'all gonna have to pull some really good cards to try to get that card from Taylor, and I don't think she's letting up unless you guys get a really good one that she just so happened to not have. But y'all heard her. She said she not trading nothing. Taylor's like, I'm not giving up nothing. So for the background, I don't think I want it. I mean, it is kind of like the same night. So I'm like, I could do the same background, like that blue. But, because, lucky. Yeah, you do. Yeah, she has two one of a kind cards. She has the one for winning, and she has the moderator one as well. I think I used the wrong color for his thing here. Yep, Taylor has two. Hey, Mary. Well, Taylor has two, so that's gonna be interesting trying to get that card from Taylor. Oh, she said, I'm not trading nothing. But you never know. Somebody might end up with a card that she doesn't have, that she wants. And she might be like, oh, I like that one better. Let me trade my one for winning the contest or something. She said, nope, nope. You never know. You might miss a contest or something. She's like, nope, absolutely not. Don't ask. You guys are funny. She said absolutely not. Well, I guess you guys can't get that card from Taylor. But you see how fun it is. I mean, it'd be fun to try. You never know. Amy might end up with one, and Taylor would be like, "Man, Amy, that one is cool. Like, I trade you my winning contest one for your winning contest one." Taylor, like, what did I just say? Don't ask. Okay, let me see. I think I'm gonna pull that blue. I do like the dark blue. 78. Or I was thinking of making the squares orange. Um, or I can do the background orange and the squares blue. That would be cute. But that'll be like really close to the popsicle. So I'm gonna stick with that blue I had. I like the way that blue, because I want the squares to be some kind of metallic. Taylor's like, quit it, Bubbles. Don't put no ideas in their head. She's like, do not come for my card. Yep, I want to do like little secret giveaways, or just like secret random, like, I might, if I have your address, and, you know, I might just randomly send you one sometimes, just because you never know. Or if you do something and you activate a secret card, you never know. Just saying. I have one that I have an idea in mind for one, but I'll work on that next month. What are we in? Yeah, I'll work on that next month. I want to get all the summer stuff out the way, so they're available for summer. Hopefully, um, because I have to figure out, because it's like a pack opening, I want to create some packaging where you don't see it until you open it. So I have to figure out something that works. Probably just put them in like an envelope type of thing, and then you could pull them out and see what you got. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And they are all hand drawn as well. So none of that printed stuff. It'll be all hand drawn. So um, you just don't know what you're gonna get. You might even pull a pack that has all rares. I'm just saying. It's possible. Gonna turn me so upside down here. It's possible. It's possible. So we got one of a kind cards. We got rare cards. We got super rare cards. Collaboration cards, which is probably the one I'll call the one with Pepper if she lets me. Do I ever color outside the lines? What do you mean? Like purposely? Yeah, I make mistakes. Taylor, I'm not a robot. I definitely make mistakes. Yeah, I have accidents. Yeah, definitely. I have my moments. Okay. You never see me do it, really? I be having oopsies all the time. Okay, that part's done. Might as well keep this out because I think I'm gonna use the same blue for her background. Um, and then we'll get his nose. Y'all know what I noticed? I noticed that Yuki he doesn't really like being under the fan. Whenever I turn the fan on, he moves away from me. Um, I don't think he's a fan of it. Hi, blue skies. But with the markers, you can't erase. So then, what do? Start? No, I just go over it with whatever color it was supposed to be. They're opaque, so you can go over the color. If that makes any sense? Probably didn't. I would like to use this marigold color, but I know it's probably still leaking. Um, Not even gonna try it. Oh, I could use this one, but that seems a little dark. Welcome back, Mary. I mean, I can try to see. Um, I think that's this one. It's probably still leaking. It's not. But, I mean, it is, but it's probably manageable. No, it's way too much coming out of there. I mean, if I'm quick, I can probably. And we'll just have to wait until it dries before we do anything else. Because there's a lot of paint sitting on top of there. Um, so besides Taylor, who else has one of a kind cards? Um, I think Mary does, if I'm not mistaken. Um, because she purchased something from my shop. So I think Mary, uh, probably Blue Skies. Honestly, guys, I don't even remember. I wrote it down, but I can't find the paper that I wrote it on. So, I don't remember, but there's some special cards running out. They out there. Taylor said, better not nobody ask her for hers. And Taylor said her cards are not up for trade. So, anybody who thought they was about to ask, she said, don't ask. That was funny. Taylor's like, don't ask me nothing. Don't ask. Bubble, stop telling them to ask. I'm not trading nothing. So, Taylor, if you see a card that you don't have and you want that card from somebody, how are you going to try and get that card? Are you going to try to collect them all? Christina, you don't have one yet. Okay. There's so the I will be selling the packs this summer, but if you follow me on Kofi, that's one. If you buy something from the shop, that's a card. If you are a Kofi member, that's a card. Those are the only three ways right now that you can probably obtain one because I'm not selling them yet. But I will be selling the packs this summer. Uh, where you can pull and see what kind of cards you get. But right now, those are the only three that are obtainable. So following on Kofi and being a member is two separate things. And I know right now I have three members. There's Foxy, Evelyn, and then there's one more person. I have to go look and see who that other person is. But I have three, so they are the only three who has the Kofi member cards. I have to send out Foxy's because she's a new member. So, um, and then the second, I have to look. The second member did not provide their address, so they don't have the card because I don't have their address. So I'm only able to send it out if I have your address. If I don't have your address, then there's no way for you to get said card. So but yeah, so and then the only other way would just be to wait until summer. Or, I mean, you can try to coax someone into giving you their contest card, but good luck with that. I don't think that's happening. Taylor's already like, don't ask. So those are pretty special ones. So it's gonna be a little hard to pull to get those. Um, but yeah, there's ways. There's ways. And like I said, there will be secret ways of winning cards as well. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what those ways are because you have to do the action. So, Taylor said I'm going to try to buy it from him. Okay, so what if somebody wants to try and buy your card? Is it a still no? They still not going to? Will you sell yours if they offer to buy it? Because I mean that's a thing too. I know a lot of people who, like for Pokemon for example, they sell their cards. People they don't. Sometimes they trade. Sometimes people do only sales. So it's like they're only selling them. You can't trade them. You can only buy it from them. And then there are people who do only trades, so they don't sell their cards, but they will trade with you. And then there's people who do both. So, I will say if you are, in, sorry about that. If you are trading with someone, you know, obviously you do have to share your address, so be careful with that. And be mindful of who you sharing your address with and things like that. I want to do some metallic over this now. I think, and I know I should probably be getting the skin tone set next, but part of me wants the glitter and the metallic ones next, because the only metallic ones I have are the nicety ones, and it's not a big color variation at all. I could pull out my watercolors, but this paper is not really for watercolors. I also have, ooh, you know what? Hold on. I got, what you call it? Hang on. I'm coming. I almost broke my neck on one of these balls of Yuki's. I have Nouveau drops. And this one, I have this pumpkin, this orange one. That'll be kind of cool to put on there, because it like perfectly matches. But I was looking for something kind of flat. So I'm going to keep these nearby though, because I might add these on some. What I was going to say before I got off into that. Right. Taylor's like, nope, don't even ask. All right. Taylor's like, I'm going to obtain every card. And I will say, just have fun with it. Don't be doing no crazy stuff with people's addresses. And don't come for me if somebody does something crazy with your address, because I am giving you a be careful, do not just give your address to anybody warning. This one has a nice orange. I was looking for my other metallic watercolors. I don't recall. I know I pulled them out. I just don't know what I did with them. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I think I see them. Okay. Is this them? Hang on. Okay. I think I got them. Let me just look and see if this is it. Here they are. Okay, so this one has an actual like orange in it. So it has two. It has like a darker one and it has a lighter one. So I might go with that. I also have some golds. I could use, but I like the orange, so I'm gonna go with that. So I put that away. I also have like some ones I got from like Temu, but my favorite ones are my CY ones, which I use quite a bit. You better not be stealing things off my cart, mister. Um, so I might go with this orange. Alright, we'll let that sit for a minute. Which one? This one? I got this off Temu. Yeah, you can get P.O. boxes. That's a good idea. I mean, this group, you know, the people that we chat and talk with every day is, I would say pretty safe. I've not had any issues with anybody, um, mentioning anything about anyone doing anything crazy with their address, so that's good. But most people have like P.O. boxes and stuff. Or alternate addresses. But yeah, just have fun and I'll be losing your mind over these cards now. Taylor already over there like, don't ask, don't look, don't breathe in my direction. My cards are mine. My precious. Yeah. But it'll be fun. Just have fun. Okay, so like right there, for example, Taylor, I'm gonna have to go over that because I made a mistake. So I'm gonna wait for it to dry before I do it though, because this pen takes a little bit longer to dry when I'm using it on like different paper. So I'm gonna grab some of this orange and see. And notice how I did the watercolor part last. Because if you do watercolor first and then go with the acrylics, it's gonna activate the watercolor. So this will be one of the cards that you can pull, of course. I might put 2 layers. We'll see how it looks once it dries. We're gonna let it dry first. All right. Yeah, that came out kind of cute. I'm glad I went with the orange. Um, we'll let it dry. It is giving a nice sheen though. I do like that. Um, have anything to wipe it off with? Let me just grab a tissue. Okay. So I made a little mistake on his nose. I can just go back, grab the color for his nose. Try not to touch any of this watercolor and just go right over it. See? And it's like it never even happened. So we'll let that dry. Okay. All right. Let me get this wheel set up. We'll spin the wheel before we do another card. Okay. And close this advertisement. Move the YouTube thing. All right, you ready? Let me zoom out. You guys ready? Don't mind the advertisement over here in the. We're gonna act like we don't see that. All right. 3, 2, 1. Who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Foxy. So it looks like Foxy won. I think I already got Foxy's address. So congrats, Foxy. I don't think she's in chat. I already have her address, so I don't have to get it from her. But look at, you can see the shine. Some of them are still kind of wet, but you can see the shine. Once it completely dries, I'll go and put the black lining on the background. I'm just trying to move it out my way. Okay. All right. Which one should we do next? Should we do one with bow? Since we did miso first. Which one do you guys want to see? color? You want to stick to the summer 2025 festival or baby bow with dad? Let me know. Mary says the summer festival one. So far, that one's. She was all behind. Yeah, she'll enjoy those. All right, so um, no one else said which one, so I guess we're doing the summer festival one next. Okay, so I do want to keep the background the same color blue. Um, the water in the fishbowl is gonna have to be a lighter blue, and then she's gonna have a pink flower. This is gonna be pink, and the bubbles I was looking at because I have some iridescent kind of light colors in watercolor, and I'm thinking of making them pink. Maybe not in that one. I do have an iridescent pink, but I also have like a pink pink. Um, we'll have to see which one we go with. Because the Nicety has a nice pink too, but I might go watercolor. Okay, so let's get Bow's color out. Don't lick that. Why? Why would you think that's a good idea? Okay. So I'm gonna start off with Bow. Alright, I'm gonna let it dry a little bit before I go into that other stuff. Um, Let me try to remember what colors I used for her. Was it the khaki? I think it was. Looks like 21, 22. Yellow. Okay. So I don't know if we'll get around to doing all four on stream, but I at least wanted to come on, do at least two, and respin the wheel. I do have to got some recording to do. I don't know if I'll get around to it today. I have to get up and do a bunch of stuff tomorrow. So, might not do it until I get back tomorrow. I might come on tomorrow though to show you guys how the prints turn out, because I do want to see, and I'll try to see if there's like a printing place nearby. I know it's one in the opposite direction of where I'm going tomorrow, and I'm not doing that because I need to rest and reset for work on Friday. So, after, if there's one in the area that's nearby, then I'll check it out. But if it's in the opposite direction, that's not happening. So, I'm gonna see what the Walgreens ones look like. If they turn out okay, then I might use Walgreens. If not, then I'm going to figure out my printer situation tomorrow too. I just have to wait for the maintenance box to come, figure out how to install that properly. And then once I do that, then I'll be able to post, what's available in the shop. Because I don't want to say something's available until I figure out exactly what I'm going to use. If I don't like the way the Walgreens ones turned out, then next week I will go to an actual printing shop, because I know there's one, I believe, in the same shopping center as the post office. I've never been in there. I don't know how it works. So that's something that I'll just do next week on my next off day, because I don't want to try to cram it into tomorrow, because I'm already going to be out kind of late tomorrow, because my what I have to do at work tomorrow isn't until 2. So I'm going to be out all day tomorrow, and I am not going to retain anything that any print shop tells me. So, but I know it's one close. Matter of fact, I do believe there's like 2. Because I know there's one on one side of the street, and then there's one in the same shopping center as the post office. But that's like going towards work, and I would have to stop or go there before I go to work, and I'm not making 2 stops in that direction, because there's a lot of like construction and cones, and it's very hard to maneuver that side, because they have so much going on, and there's like pieces of the street missing and pieces of the sidewalk missing, and I don't really like being over there unless I absolutely have to. So that's something that I will have to get up early in the morning whenever the print shop opens, and then I need to find out when they open and then go like that, because later in the day it's a lot of traffic, a lot of people, and no one knows how to drive out here. So I have to wait until next week. Just lifting this up because this is yellow, so it's hard to see if I missed any spots, which it doesn't have to be perfect because this is traditional art, so it's not like it's digital where every line and everything has to be 100% perfect, because there's no way. But I would like to get it as close as I can. All right. And then anything that I missed, I'll wait until it dries to go back over it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to that one because, I mean, not late in the day. I'm not. I'm gonna go to it, just not so late in the day because um, it's just too many cones and constructions. And then I think there's like a piece of the sidewalk that's missing, like I said. So I'm like, well, where am I supposed to walk? So I don't want to be the test subject. I'm figuring that out. All right. This looks like a Tulliard pink, so let me see which pink this is. This looks like is it the cherry blossom or salmon? Cherry blossom. Okay. Yeah, so you should be able to use any print shops online, or they will. Well, see, here's the thing, and that's what I did with Walgreens. But the problem is that I'm my artwork is traditional, so it's not a digital image where I can just, you know, have the image done digitally and then it can be printed exactly, you know, mine is traditional. So I need it to be exactly the way I have it here. I don't want the colors altered. And that's what I'm concerned on what uh whatchamacallit does. If I can't, I mean, at the very least, this one, because I don't have anything, I should be able to do this on my printer just fine. These two as well, but if worse comes to worse, then I will just sell the original of these and make this the print, because it's a little harder to do it traditionally. You have to go in because it's gonna scan it. I'll have to scan it and then send it that way, and sometimes the colors get changed and then it starts to look weird, and I don't want it to look weird because then it's going to look weird on the prints, and we don't want weird. We want it to look the way it was painted. So we'll see. We're going to figure it out, but I do want to figure it out before I just be like, all right, prints available in my shop and then you guys order it. And then I'm like, okay, but give me a minute because I'm still figuring it out. Like, you're going to be like, what? So I want to just make sure that, you know, everything is good before I just put it up there. Hopefully before summer. I mean, summer's next month. So I'm trying to have things done before I get too glued to my new Switch. At least some things. And so far I'm on a good track. Um, I would like to add new trading cards every like month if I can. That way the variety gets bigger. So, because you will get duplicates, but you won't. I want to make it to where you don't get them as often. That would be nice. Mythographic aviary, that's a good one. I like that one too. Um, I still think the dragon spell one is the best one out right now. But aviary is a nice one. I like that one. I think I have a couple done in that one, and I think a whip or two. So I gave Bo a flower in her hair on this one. Um, we made her just slightly more girly, just a tiny bit. Just for this one. Now for this fish bowl, because see, I was gonna do the bubbles pink, but I'm really looking towards a light blue, like a bluish green or something. Um, I'm thinking. I'm gonna put this powder green color in this water. I know I want that to be that color. That's number 9. Hopefully, I don't have to do any maintenance to this marker. But I might end up just selling the originals of the ones that we painted, and so that'll be like kind of a one of a kind type of thing. Um, Maybe, but we gonna see. I mean, I can do the prints and still sell the original, which was my original idea. But I just gotta see what these prints look like first. Just because I had to scan it, I know the colors might be a little off. And it won't be like super off to where it's like unsellable, but like if it's off, I'll probably just sell what I have and figure something else out. So it'll be like limited stock, basically. And I do believe I did 10 of each. So I did 10 of shark miso and 10 of um, mermaid bow. But also, I would like, once I fix my printer, and it's not even broken, it's just, I think it's just clogged, which is why I'm going to do a power clean. But in order to do that, I need the maintenance box, which will be here tomorrow. But I want to try printing all 3 of them at home to see what they look like on my printer versus Walgreens. So we gonna figure it out. Don't worry. I would also like to make a sticker as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do a mermaid sticker or if I'm going to do a summer festival sticker. Maybe I'll put a poll up to see which ones you guys would like. Yeah. Do I want to do this blue? I feel like since the bubbles are going to be green, I could do pink, but she's pink. So I would need a really, I mean, she's not pink, but I would need a really pale pink. Um, The closest I have is this Nicety marker because I do believe the one for the shuttle art, well, they're about the same. I could give it a try. Oh, the Just Art has one too. I think that's the one I use for their nose. It looks lighter on paper though. Let me see. Oh no, that's the one I use for their nose. This is a different pink. What did I use this on? Because there's not much left in here. Okay. Should we try pink? If we don't like it, we can go over it with the blue. So this might need a second coat, but I do like the pink. I'm glad I went with the pink because the bubbles are gonna be kind of like a blue. So all right. Okay. So the pink is a go. The pink is good. Okay. So I'm gonna outline. I'm gonna start outlining. I can't wait to do like the holiday ones. Can do like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Those are gonna be cute. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I just know they're gonna be cute. Um, I want to do like one one print at least for each holiday. I think we'll make the little fish purple. He can be a purple fish, a light purple one. Maybe. We'll see. Leaning towards the purple though. We'll get some shading going on her and then do the watercolor bubbles. I could probably pick one of the nicety metallic pens, but I think the watercolor turned out really good on Miso's card, so we'll do that. Shouldn't take too long. I don't want to hold you guys up too long, so I'm just going to get this going. I have to be careful with this one because it is it's not leaking, but it is coming out pretty fast. So I gotta be a little careful. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a little bit. This one's missed some spots. Okay. Anything that I kind of miss spots, I like to go over it just to make sure that it doesn't look too patchy. This one is fine, not too much. I'll play a little bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley. It was something I was supposed to do on there. I don't remember what. Really, Christina? I actually well, when I first started using them, it was looking a little weird, but now I guess because I've been using them for a little while, it's actually not too bad. I think I got most of both. Okay. And then I know I missed some spots in this water, so I'm just gonna go over it a little bit. Now, I don't use these really in my color books, but when I'm drawing and sketching, this is like my main form of coloring. Okay, so letting it dry a little bit. Now, do I have a light purple for this fish? Could always do like a light orange or a blue. It can be a blue fish. Okay, so I have this lavender color in pastels. What color is this? 15 right here. I would say just practice using it a little bit more. Which acrylic paint pens do you have, Christina? Oh, you have the like a bigger nub. Um, I probably should have did this part before I did. Okay, never mind. It worked. Okay. Um, there we go. Little purple fish. All right. I don't. I actually don't. I decided that I don't want to shade bow. When I color her because the yellows are always off and it always makes her look weird. So I stopped shading her, um, which I'm okay with. Okay, so we're gonna just, this one is white, so we'll just do a bit of shading. All right, so for the bubbles, I have I have this teal. Where did my water brush go? I like this teal-ish color, and I think I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna. I will go over the bubbles with um, the liner pen once they are completely dry. So you guys might not see that part, but I will post the finishings up. I usually post my art over on Ko-fi, but I can't seem to find. I have like a little paper that had my name on it. Don't know where it is, so I'll give a good look, but I might have to make another one. I guess we'll let that dry. While I'm at it, I do want to put some of this pink inside her flower. Okay. So we'll just wait for that to dry, and then let's check on the miso part. Should be dry. I mean, it wasn't super wet when I put it down, so yeah. So here's miso. It's shiny. I am going to put the lining on these background pieces. So I'm gonna do that now. Now, oh, I forgot a piece of his ear. Now, I would recommend getting like a binder or something if you guys are planning on playing along and collecting the cards. Um, you can do sleeves also. I did an ATC video a while back, but you can do sleeves and get like a deck box. I have both, but I do store mine in my binder. I use my deck box for like just for storing like certain things. Shiny, 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 yeah. So they're still shiny. Um those pretty shiny too. Both super shiny. Look at that. Once these completely dry, I will line those as well. But these are two that you will be able to pull. For anybody that's pulling, good luck on getting good cards. Like I said, I'm gonna give each card a number, put those numbers in a hat and pull when you guys buy them, and then those are the ones that you will get. Let me zoom out because there are some that, Jesus, okay, here we go. There are some that I want to redraw, like this one, for example, just because miso looks different, so I'm gonna redraw that one. Probably end up redrawing that one too. I'm gonna change the colors on this one because she's a different color. She's actually this color. So I'm gonna change that. So some of the cards may look different from what you see here, just because I changed like the colors and stuff. So this one I was just kind of testing those markers, but this is actually what it looks like. Um, this one will come around on Miso's birthday every year. Um, I'm not going to, it'll only be for like a limited time. So, like, it'll be the week of his birthday or something like that. And then after that, you'll have to wait for next year. Something like that. Um, this one, I want to put some line work on it. This one too. Actually, all three of these, I'll put line work on it. But it's going to be generally the same colors. Um, of course, these three are not available. But this one has shiny water. If you can kind of see it without the glare, which is kind of cool. I haven't colored these two yet. And then you've all seen this one. This was like an older one when I was first drawing him, so that one's not available. And then again, this one is like a you put them together type of thing. And then we have these two. And I have others. I just haven't drawn them out onto cards yet and colored them yet, and they're not in the binder yet. but I do have others, and then I'm gonna get around to coloring. Is that a Yuki hair? Yes. Get around to coloring these two. I do sign all of them, and I put on the back what series they're from and all of that fun stuff. So, for example, and I'm just going to pull this one out because this is the one that I've done. It's already done. If I can get it out of the protector, I put mine in the binder, but I also put a protector over them. So I have to get it out of two things. So this one, they do go together. Um, and then on the back, I sign it and put what series it's from and the year and all that fun stuff. So that's how it will look. I haven't decided on if I'm going to sell them inside of the plastic uh, sleeves yet. These things, I might, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So, um, if I don't, then I mean the protectors are cheap. You can get them on Amazon. I would suggest getting a binder. Um, I also would suggest getting these because if you're trading with someone, you can protect it when sending it off. They also have like harder ones that you can put them in, put in. English is not Englishing today. I use these when I'm mailing out single special ones. So like anybody who was in the contest should I have one of these or two depending on how many cards you have. I use that for that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I am working on it. I just I will repeat that I do work full time, so I am working fast as I can without sacrificing quality and all of that fun stuff. Um, I might even have like, cause I kind of want to do trades too. So I might have like special moments where I'm like, okay, I have this card and it's up for trade. And then you guys can offer what cards you want to trade, depending on what cards you have, and so on and so forth. Might do that. Just so that I can play along with you guys too, because that would be nice. Okay, so there we go. We got Shiny Bow and Shiny Miso. That's what we did today. These are also Summer Festival cards. So there are 4 total Summer Festival cards right now. And 1 mermaid shark miso one. So I might do um, one more mermaid one. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to it. Uh, but I am just doing like a bunch of regular ones as well because, like I said, you don't know what cards you're gonna get. So I want there to be some type of, you know, variety. So this is Summer Festival 2025. And then I take it and for my binder, I don't just slot it in there like this. I have like a bunch of these things just kind of around. And I slot it in one of these and because I do collect Pokemon cards too. So that's why I have so many of these things. But I just slot it in there and boom. Done. And then I take it and while it's in the plastic still, I just put it in here. One of the little slots. And my slots are back and front. So, I'm able to slot them on both sides. I think the binder it was cheap on Amazon too. I think it was like $6 or $7. So, I would recommend getting one of those if you plan on collecting them. Or like I said, you can get a deck box, which is one of these, And you can put them in these plastic things and put them in here. These are on Amazon too. And Amazon has like decorative deck boxes too because people trade cards and stuff like that. So they have really cute ones. Um, I have this blue one. I have a couple because me and my Pokemon addiction. But I have this blue one. I have like three Pokemon ones, and then I think I have a black one. So yeah. This is the brand. I think you can get them from their website too, but it's probably cheaper on Amazon. Walmart, Target, they all have it. If you go to the trading card section, they're there. They are definitely there. So that's it. I'm not gonna hold you guys. I'm gonna go and so basically they're actually just the size of regular. Yeah, so you can just search like trading card sleeves. It's the same one, same size. Do I have a Pokemon card nearby? Oh, I do. It's in my sketchbook. Let me see. So, well, I have. Oops, what was that? I have a Japanese Pokemon card, which is a little bit smaller than the American one. Um, but they're all about the same size. So, the American cards are just slightly bigger, but they all still fit in the sleeves. Someone gave me this at work. They bought a pack out of the machine, and he asked me which one that I liked, and I chose Swallow. So, or his name is something different in Japanese, but I chose him, and I should probably put him in here. Um, I had him in my sketchbook, but that's probably not a good spot. But yeah, they're the same size. So if you search just trading card sleeves or trading card deck box or trading card um, portfolio or binder, they'll all pop up. You can even get a three ring binder, and they have the three ring. It's like a it's like a page protector thing, but it's like one of these, but they have the pockets for the sleeves, and I think you can store 9 on each one. So they have those too, and then you can have like you can just get any three ring binder and use that as well. That's also an option. So, I'll probably do some coloring. Oh, I did put some line work on this because it was driving me crazy because it was looking a little plain. I still haven't looked up how to color gold with acrylic paint pens. Excuse me. Um, but I did that, and then I posted it on Kofi, but I did put the line work on this one. So that one has the line work, and what else did I do while I was at work? Oh, I did erase Bo from here, and I'm going to probably try to redraw her. I think she was too big. I think that's what the problem was. So I'm going to try to redraw her, maybe. She might go back, but she might not. We'll see. I did decide that I think I want these guys to be like a purple. I don't know why. I felt like they should be poisonous dust bunnies. I don't know. So they're going to be purple. I need to do these trading cards. I haven't put them on paper yet. Uh, I was at work. I did a little bit at work. I did a little bit. And then the trading cards we did today are the ones I worked on at work. Well, we didn't do them today, but the ones I showed you. I finished the sketch of miso and that piece of carrot he's pulling out of his food that he doesn't like. And yeah, that's it. And then I drew 2 spaces there so I can come up with um, the uh, some trading cards or whatever. But yeah, so that's it. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. This is all I have left. So, but before I do another like full sketchbook tour, I do want to make sure that it's completely finished. That means with color and everything before I show it off completed. But I'll probably start another one before I show you the finished one, if that makes any sense. Because there's a lot to color in here and it takes a while. So, and I'm not going to color everything, but I do want to. And I really want to do this page again. I mean, this picture again, now that I have them drawn a little bit differently. And I don't know. I might do one where it's just those two. I'm not sure if I want to add everybody, but I do want to do this one again too, because I tried to do it with gouache and I didn't like how it was turning out. So we'll see. And the one where they're in front of the shop, I might make those into prints. I might revisit that whole game night situation because I was having fun with that and I was just trying to like create scenes and stuff. So, and I really like this one too. So we'll see. Might I actually managed to do a background. I realized that the shelves are like really huge and I really like that. Like how it's just they're kind of big and tall compared to them and the store is like open and wide. So I do like that. So I might revisit that again. Because some of the earlier stuff in here was really fun, but the characters are kind of wonky. Um, so, and it's like as I go, I can see them getting slightly better. So it's like, okay, I want to redraw the stuff from the front again. Not like redraw it, but like do it differently slightly. So I might do some of that, but that's it. I won't hold you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out again. For those that supported me over on Ko-fi, if you bought something, became a member, directly donated to my goal, we got the new brown tones in extra fine. So I will probably swatch these a little later or tomorrow. I did set up a new goal, and I think I'm just gonna keep my goals, you know, for the marker. So every time I reach that goal, I'll buy a new set. So this was the set we got for reaching the goal. And I say we because you guys are helping me and you guys are coloring with me. So we got the brown set. But that's it. I will let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure because I want to show you those prints. Mary, are you going live? Because if you are, I'll come watch. It'll give me something to watch while I'm doing more art. Or are you still having issues? Just text me. Let me know. All right, guys. Bye.